If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, December 5th, 2013. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Joining me in just a little bit in the Finis Monitor will be Ricky Berens. The two-time Olympian made headlines last week when he announced his retirement for the second time. His retirement comes 4 months after he helped the United States win gold in the 800 free relay at the World Championships, which is a pretty good way to end an already impressive career. And Ricky joins us now from Austin, Texas. Ricky, it's great to see you. How's it going out there?
It's good. Very good.
Must be enjoying life now. No more waking up at 5 a.m. before dawn to get in the morning workouts.
Yeah, people have asked me, actually my roommate David Walters asked me a couple weeks ago if I wanted to go do a master's workout before work. I said, been doing that for 20 years. There's no way I'm going to do a morning workout anymore. It's great.
Well, you know, it might be a few months and then you might be like, well, doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Eventually.
So the first retirement didn't stick. You came back a few weeks later. So I'm assuming this one is for real. It's the real deal.
This one's for real. You know, after London, I was really ready to be done. But I came back to Texas, started swimming with Eddie and Chris, and really there was no pressure going on that year. I was having a ton of fun, and it was just, really I had nothing to lose going there. And that was the best part about it. And I had a great summer. I was swimming great. I broke the American record in the 200 free, which is still one of the proudest, one of the best swims and proudest moments I've had in my career. And so, to go out on a great note like that in 2012, but not only, and also 2013, it's incredible. And this time, I'm ready. I've been to a couple swim meets. I've watched a couple practices, and I have no desire to be in the water for a practice or a swim meet. I'm sure I'll get the itch eventually, but I got a great thing going, and I'm ready for that next adventure.
Tell me what the conversation was like with Eddie Reese and Chris Kubik when you told them, all right, this is it.
Eddie was, thank God, get out of here. No, they've been Eddie and Chris have been like dads to me. So ever since I came to Texas, they've really helped me grow up. And with Eddie and Chris, they want you to be happy. They want you to exceed in swimming, in school, in life, and everything. And when I came to them and told them how I felt and everything, they couldn't be more excited. And pretty much their first question is how can we help? And that's how they viewed it. And still, I work in the athletic department here now, so I'm usually having lunch with them once a week or so at least. So I'm still there all the time, catching up with them.
So now, as you said, you're working with the athletic department, specifically in Longhorn Foundation, the T Association, which is kind of like the donations arm of the athletic department. What's your job description there?
Right now I'm a development assistant. It's kind of like a very basic kind of internship for me. And my goal is to get involved with the fundraising and administration of college athletics. And right now, I'm learning pretty much, a broad range of all the different fundraising techniques, the major gifts, the annual funds, everything that goes on behind the scenes of college athletics. Being an athlete, you come and practice and you have this nice facility and everything, but you don't actually know what goes on behind the scenes. And so it's pretty exciting to see all that, and it's a great way for me to stay involved. My work revolves around, my second passion in life, and that's athletics, and especially college and Texas athletics.
Yeah, I would imagine it gives you a better appreciation of everything that you went through at Texas, knowing how hard these people work to make sure that the swimming program continues to stay well-funded and that amazing facility continues to operate at such a high level.
Absolutely, and it's big, and it's right now I'm learning from the best of the best, and there's a lot of things going on that hopefully I can one day get back to the sport of swimming, get back to, where I came from, city of Charlotte, in other sorts of ways. And, swimming specifically, we always have, we're dropping in some major schools, the teams are getting cut, and, maybe if there's a better way to fundraise, better way to do things, hopefully, later in life when I know a lot more, hopefully I can help out in those sorts of ways.
Well, and you got to understand a lot bit about the inner workings of other sports there at Texas. Is there any sport you're just like, wow, I never really knew as much about it as I do now?
I haven't worked too much, but right now, we're big in the football season, and baseball's going to start, basketball just started, but I mean to the football program here, to see what goes on behind the scenes and all the planning and all the things that go into it. There's so many employees and so many different, there's the marketing, the communications, the fundraising. There's so many different parts of the athletic department to learn about, and everything that goes on. It's incredible to get 100,000 people in a stadium, to get the TV, to get everything going. It's huge, and it's extremely impressive, and it's incredible.
Yeah, it's football in Texas. You said it. It's huge.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you had listed your American record from this past March as probably one of your biggest accomplishments in the sport. Any others that stand out for you that you say, this is something I am really extremely proud that I was able to be a part of?
There's a lot of different things, and there's definitely not one moment. Making it to the Olympics. Every swimmer always dreams about going to the Olympics, winning a gold medal, to stand on that podium and have the national anthem being sung, and being a part of Michael Phelps' legacy. Those 8 gold medals, that's something I'm going to tell my kids about. And I remember that feeling of making my first Olympic team, and the emotions going. Coming to college, winning a national championship at Texas, to be able to jump in that pool with all their teammates, to see our tower lit with the one in there. That was our goal, and the things we went through to accomplish that. And also, probably one of the biggest things is, once that retirement was announced, and the notes that I was getting, the message I was getting through Twitter, email, and all these things, and just seeing, you were my favorite swimmer, you're one of my favorite swimmers, you're a great role model. In the end, no medals, they mean so much. Going to the Olympics, it's incredible, but to see, the comments that fans were giving me, and to feel like I was a role model, and one of the big things I always tried to strive and with Twitter and getting out there was that I was the same exact person as you guys as an age grouper, and now going to the Olympics, I swim well, but I'm just like you too, and to kind of give off that perception that we're normal. We like to have a good time. We like to laugh a lot, and we're not as serious. And to hopefully kind of get little kids excited about swimming, because swimming, it's an incredible sport. It can take you to many places, and to be that role model and let kids start dreaming big, start trying to go to the Olympics, go to a D1 school, and have all these things. And I think that's the biggest thing, to be able to give back to the sport like that.
Well, you're starting off in a big way with that at Texas, and like you said, it'll be great to see if you can be able to do that full time with swimming, and hopefully we'll be able to see you on deck in some capacity. But Ricky, it's been a great watching you evolve in the sport from your days at age group in Charlotte to making 2 Olympic teams and everything like that. So we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, not just today, but throughout the years with Swimming World. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. It's been a fun, incredible ride. So it's great to be able to give back. It's great to be able to like I said in many interviews, if you were to tell me 10 years ago I would have walked away from the sport of swimming with 3 Olympic medals and going to Olympics, I'd tell you you're crazy. So God's blessed me with incredible talent, and now hopefully it'll keep going in something else in my life.
Well, before we let you go, Ricky, just real quick, we want to submit you to our final 5. This may be your final 5. Real quick, first question. If you could change the order of strokes in the IM, which way would you have liked to have changed it?
Start out with breaststroke, so I get a dive. Then probably butterfly, backstroke, and freestyle.
All right. What's a career or job you think you would most like to try?
To try?
Yes.
A professional golfer or some extreme sports person.
Okay. What's a career you would not like to try?
Accounting. What my dad does.
And if you could change or add any of the rules in the swimming rule book, what would it be?
I'd probably add unlimited dolphin kicks for breaststroke, just for me personally in a 200 IM, so I can kick out as long as I want.
And last question, where do you like to go for vacation?
Where do I like to go for vacation? Pretty much anywhere where there's a beach.
Well, it's a lot of places, a lot of places. Well, Ricky, thanks again for joining us today. Best of luck to you at working with the Longhorn Foundation, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the road.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for everything you guys have done for me.
Our pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
So that's going to wrap it up for today's edition of the Morning Swim Show. We invite you to follow us on swimmingworld.com for all the latest aquatic sports news, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.